any soldiers who are worthy of being called that, any general of any army, first of all wants to know the truth. What are we up against? That's one of the first things that any lieutenant, second lieutenant in an army, coming up on a scene, he lays out the maps and say, what's our situation? I don't want anybody lying to me. I think it was President Harry Truman who says the one thing he doesn't want on his staff, and he used very vulgar language to express it. He said he doesn't want a kisser on his staff at all. He says because A-kissers, in other words, people who butter you up and tell you everything is all right, are really undermining you. So you want people who will come to you and tell you just how awful everything is, if things are awful. Now, if they're not awful, naturally you don't want to make anything up and lie about it. But if things are in a terrible condition, you want someone, if you are a second lieutenant in an army, in a trench somewhere, you want someone to tell you the truth about how strong the enemy is. Not come to you and tell you to make you feel good, telling you how weak the enemy is. It means you will always be a loser. You want to know how many tanks over there on the other side of that hill. You want to know, because you got some report, that it was only a small patrol of 15 people over there on the other side of that forest, and it turns out to be 3 divisions or 10,000 troops rather than a 10-man patrol, and you hear that it's 10,000 troops with tanks, and you only got 500 people, you better know that. You don't want anybody kidding you about that. I mean, these false reports are not going to help you at all.